What's up everyone? Alex here. June is almost upon us, and so is my 44th birthday. It's so nice for all of these publishers and developers to be releasing their games on my birth month. Wait a minute, who am I kidding? There's no way we're going to be able to play all of these amazing games. I want to highlight a few select games that I'm looking forward to in June, so let's just hop to it. When I heard that the producer of Monster Hunter was going to take the reins of the Street Fighter franchise, admittedly, I got really excited. So when Street Fighter VI was finally revealed, along with a plethora of exciting mechanics and new characters, it awakened a dormant fighting game fan within me that wanted to be a part of this brand new adventure. I know Street Fighter isn't known for deep lore and storytelling, but hear me out. Street Fighter VI finally moves the clock forward by being set after the events of Street Fighter III. Yeah, Street Fighter 4 and 5 were actually prequels of 3. In addition to various modes of play that let a wider range of fans enjoy the game, Street Fighter VI also offers a robust single-player mode called World Tour, which is packed with tons of content. Much of it is designed to help players get better at Street Fighter, which is always good for the community at large. Either way, I am very excited for this game, as it's coming out literally a day after my birthday, on June 2nd, on PS4, PS5, Series X and S, and PC. And in case you didn't know, this is 100% cross-platform, so the fighting game goodness can go around regardless of where you're playing it on. Some of you might be sick of people talking about Yoshi P and how he saved Final Fantasy XIV and how he's producing Final Fantasy XVI, but as a longtime fan of his work on the critically acclaimed MMO, and seeing him attend fan events like BlizzCon and featured in recent memes playing Tears of the Kingdom, before hosting a livestream talking about the latest FF14 patch, you can't deny that the dude is one of the very few developers who is openly passionate about his fandom of video games. This led to the eventual hiring of Dragon's Dogma / Devil May Cry 5 combat designer Ryota Suzuki to work on the next Final Fantasy, after having admired the latter's work in the aforementioned games. And unlike the half steps into action-based gameplay taken by its predecessor, as well as the Final Fantasy VII Remake, Yoshi P is going all in on the idea of making a full-fledged action RPG rather than trying to appease everyone. As the age-old saying goes, trying to please everyone pleases no one, and I'm a firm believer of this. And trust me when I say that it takes a lot to win my trust in games these days. But since I've been a subscriber to Final Fantasy XIV for 9 years running, Yoshi P has always been frank and honest in his vision. And with a talented team composed of folks who were responsible for the highly critically acclaimed Heavensward expansion in Final Fantasy XIV, I know that the story and gameplay is going to be filled with lots of emotional and gripping moments, mixed in with the kinds of storytelling we've come to expect from the series. Needless to say, Final Fantasy XVI tops my list of most anticipated games of the year, and it won't be long until it finally comes out on PS5 on June 22nd. I remember chatting with someone who said that they would have loved to get into the Danganronpa series if it didn't involve high school kids killing each other. To that person, I say your wish has been granted, because Master Detective Archive's Rain Code is sounding more and more like that. Footage from the game suggests that it'll still have the same kinds of minigames and investigation as Danganronpa, but filtered through a detective lens rather than a high school battle royale. And yet, that might be painting the game in too simple of a light, as Rain Code involves mysterious factions, characters with powers that can aid you in your investigation, and ways to visualize the investigation that are both surreal and imaginative. Either way you see it, Master Detective Archive's Rain Code will be a mystery like none other when it comes out on June 30th on the Nintendo Switch. I admit, dear viewer, that I was never really into the Diablo series until 3 came out on console, despite knowing all of the drama that came with its highly controversial auction house and the like. That said, this foray into console helped inform Diablo 4's designs, and as if I was heard by the developers themselves, we can finally play with each other regardless of what platform we're playing on. I've always been on the lookout for great action RPGs to play with friends, and seeing how Diablo 4 has evolved itself for this outing really has me excited. And while couch co-op has been limited from 4 to 2 players, the fact that it still even has that just makes me giddy, especially when I think about the fun times I spent with its predecessor and playing through it with my wife. This highly anticipated follow-up to the popular action RPG series is coming out on June 6th on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. Loop 8 Summer of Gods is a game that not many people have on their radars. For starters, it's from the creators of Gun Parade March, which is a game where your party members' strengths are determined by your relationship with them. So instead of level grinding, you'll have to spend time getting to know them, a la Persona social links and such. When I first heard of all of this back in 2000, I hoped and prayed for the game to come out in the West. But alas, it never did. So imagine my surprise that the same team of developers are taking that concept and reimagining it for Loop 8 Summer of Gods. Loop 8 is set in the fictional town of Ashihara, circa August 1983, where you'll be reliving your life through an entire month over and over again as you attempt to thwart the demonic Kegai intent on forcing humanity into the brink of extinction. Each reset brings light to new information, as well as clues on how to accomplish this seemingly impossible mission. I love it because it kinda reminds me of Hades in a way, where failure is only the beginning. And that, mixed in with the social systems being tied to strength, this is all such an intriguing way to do any of this, that I just can't wait to get my hands on it. Loop 8 Summer of Gods is coming out on June 6th on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And here are the rest of the games coming out in June. Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection, a collection containing Etrian Odyssey 1-3, is coming out on my birthday, June 1st, on Switch and PC. Harmony: The Fall of Reverie, a narrative-driven adventure game from the creators of Life is Strange, is coming out on June 8th on Switch and PC, and June 22nd on PS5 and Series X and S. Check out my preview of the game, linked in the card shown and in the description of this video. Park Beyond, a theme park sim that defies physics and so much more, is coming out on June 16th on PS5, Series X and S, and PC. Sonic Origins Plus, a compilation of Sonic games that adds 12 Game Gear Sonic titles, is coming out on June 23rd on all modern platforms. Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life, a modern remake of the classic farming sim released in 2004 on the GameCube, is coming out on June 27th on PS5, Series X and S, Switch, and PC. AEW Fight Forever, a brand new wrestling game made by longtime WWE wrestling developer Yuke's, is coming out on June 29th on all modern platforms. Ghost Trick, a puzzler with a murder mystery theme from the creators of Phoenix Wright, is coming out on June 30th on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So yeah, June's gonna be really busy, and that's not even every single game that came out. I actually made videos talking about some of these games mentioned here, as well as purchase links, and you'll find them all in the pinned comment of this video. But if there's any games that you're picking up in June that aren't mentioned here, make sure to let me know in the comments. And if you're still on a Zelda kick and want to play some more games like it, I made a video talking about 7 JRPGs that play like it. Click the video up top to see what those games are, and check out David Vink's list afterwards. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.